This is the Bristol Cable Short, focusing on Bristol North West. Bristol North West is a constituency that the governing party has taken every single time since 1974. Currently, the MP is Charlotte Leslie, private school and Oxford educated Tory MP, Brexit backing former editor of a right-wing journal. Now contested primarily by a vegan, shamelessly pro-European centrist Labour candidate. We're going to be speaking to a couple of people across the constituency, showing the diversity of the neighbourhoods and the communities. Are you going to be voting in the election? Do you follow politics?
Theresa.
You're going to vote for Theresa May, is it?
Yeah.
Have you always voted Conservative or?
No, not always.
Yeah. But
years ago, all the working class used to vote Labour, but it's changed so much over the years.
Because it was Labour governments that built places like this, isn't it?
Yeah. But I think our Prime Minister's doing a good job.
My name's Mark Pepper. I'm a local resident of Lawrence Weston.
Yeah.
Born and bred here, so I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
I'm currently development manager for the Development Trust, which is Ambition Lawrence Weston, which is charged by the residents to oversee the regeneration of the area, basically.
Have you got hope for the general election? Do you see like there's like a something positive can come out of it? Think you're having an impact?
Bearing in recent times, I think the only way is up.
Yeah.
I would hope anyway, with all the cuts that we've been faced with.
Yeah.
Communities like ours have seen the rough end of those cuts.
Yeah.
And they're starting to kick in really hard at the moment.
Yeah.
So without getting too political, whoever are in power, I think they need to sit up and take some attention about how damaging these cuts have been and what they're sort of putting in store for the future, really.
The people you're coming into contact with, are they engaged in the general election? Do you think most people are voting? Or?
No, that's the problem. They're really disaffected, simply because they never get to see any benefits from different changes of administrations or governments.
Yeah.
So I think they feel that elections are a bit of a wasted cause, really.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So we just met with somebody who works day in and day out with people who have to choose between food and fuel. At the same time, Mark mentioned there's a lot of people in this community who aren't going to be voting at all because they're so disaffected with the political process. Now this comes in the context of a period where the Conservative Party and the Labour Party really are quite far apart in their political and policy positions. But at the same time, Theresa May's Conservative Party, and starting off with David Cameron, is working hard to rebrand itself as the Workers' Party. Part of this is moving into territory that was traditionally occupied by Labour. For example, speaking of fuel poverty, they're now talking about a cap on energy bills and cracking down on the big six. A few years ago, rewind, that was designated as dangerous and as a threat to consumers by the Conservative Party and by the right-wing tabloids. And that was being put forward on a manifesto platform. Welcome to Henley's, pretty posh area of the city, currently the least deprived ward in the whole of Bristol. So we're here with Jeff Collett, who was Deputy Mayor in the former administration under George Ferguson. What's your prediction for Bristol North West?
Do you know, I'm very wary of making predictions. I can tell you what I hope. I very much hope that Charlotte Leslie will come in with a very healthy
majority. Why is that?
Well, she's a fantastic MP.
Yeah?
So to have an MP who's got that level of respect across the constituency in the affluent areas.
Is it really across this constituency? Because obviously there's a lot of deprived areas in Bristol North West as well, really affluent ones.
Exactly, but if you
she's got quite a harsh track record on employment, welfare, tax.
I mean, you know, I've seen people from the more deprived areas helping Charlotte's campaign because they're appreciative of what she's done to help get their problems sorted.
Strong and stable, strong and stable, strong and stable.
Jeremy Corbyn, I think maybe his heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
But the world's moved on. in my opinion, and he's just going to take the country back to too much. I mean, I don't like any of them.
Yeah. but you will be voting Conservative.
I think I vote Conservative.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you vote in the referendum?
I voted to leave.
So what you're really looking for is strong and stable in Theresa May?
Yeah, I think so. What's that?
No, it's just the big issue that they got.
Right,
but that's her slogan, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I would like to see Farage running it, but
back in the game.
No step down.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't think. I think the UKIP voters are now going to vote Conservative. Purely on that fact, I'd probably vote Conservative as it stands at the minute.
Right. Well,
but yeah,
no difference. It just makes no difference.
Theresa May's strong, but does she have good policies?
I think Labour's policies aren't too bad, but I just think people are not looking at policies, they're looking at the people who are going to be leading it, and they're going on, that's the vote they're going on.
Yeah,
so they're
looking at really personality obsessed,
yeah. And I think every election is kind of like that.
Got 700,000 to spare, who get on a property ladder in Henley's. Not exactly Labour heartland around here. Avonmouth, traditionally working class area, could be and once was. Let's go check out what people have got to say there. You've got a very interesting Jeremy Corbyn back there. Why are you supporting Corbyn? Because he's got so much flack from everywhere. Why are you standing by him as the Labour leader?
Because he is a message of hope.
Yeah.
And I joined the Labour Party. I was in the Labour Party, years ago.
Yeah.
But like many people, I left in the 90s because of bombing and not supporting the miners enough and things like that.
Right. And what do you think about Charlotte Leslie, the MP for Bristol North West?
She's very clever.
Yeah?
She knows, which lots of Labour Party people don't see. I've been expelled once, I thought it. She knows that you involve the local community.
Yeah.
And then you go up to London and vote against what the community wants, because she's voted through the care system, the new care, the PIP.
Yeah.
So she's voted through that. She's voted the cuts to schools, the academies, and the free schools, which are wasting millions of our money.
Yeah.
And also, I'm sure you do know, that Bristol schools face mega cuts.
Yeah, huge. The redundancies have started already.
Yes.
I think,
Dave, we live in Avonmouth from Portishead originally.
Just say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, having a mistake.
yeah. That's alright, no, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm Dave, I'm from Portishead.
Yeah.
Originally live over in Avonmouth.
Yeah, and you're going to be voting this time around?
No, I'm thinking about voting, but I'm not sure who to vote for really, because Labour, not a chance. Don't like Conservative. UKIP seem to have disappeared.
Yeah.
Which would have been my first choice.
Is
UKIP.
What appeals to you about what UKIP was saying?
Mainly, I wanted to come out of Europe.
Yeah.
But it seems that they didn't have a plan.
Yeah.
What was going to happen when we came out of Europe? Because they voted to come out of Europe, but it just doesn't seem to be any plan that they had.
Yeah.
Just happy that we've come out of Europe.
Yeah. And in terms of do you think that you're getting enough information to make an informed choice between Labour, Conservatives, whoever?
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on social media. I
Yeah.
watch the news regularly.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I.
Previously, who have you voted for?
Previously, I have voted for BNP in the past.
Yeah.
And mainly UKIP, those sort of parties. I've never been. I was brought up under Maggie Thatcher, so she's milk snatcher. She took my milk away. I was at school. Never been a Conservative.
Yeah.
Liked the Labour government, 90s, Tony Blair. It seemed to be a fresh change.
Yeah.
But then it seemed to dwindle away, and then you find out all the money they should have put away when they were in government. So I'm sort of a
floating voter,
as they call it. Yeah.
You're the person that everybody's after.
Yeah.
A lot of people that we've spoken to said they don't really want to talk on camera, mainly because they said they didn't know anything about the election, or they don't really care. And apart from anything else, I think the media's got a lot of responsibility, have to have a lot of responsibility for that. It means that we're continuing in this cycle of having a sort of a circus that's obsessed with the personalities of strong and stable Theresa or as now the new manifesto launched, the radical and responsible Corbyn. Amongst all of this, the policies get lost. But in truth, for this constituency, the choices couldn't be further from one another. On one hand, you've got the incumbent MP, Charlotte Leslie, privately educated, Tory, voted against tax rises for upper classes, voted for the bedroom tax, close relationships with dictatorial, repressive, disgusting, human rights violating Middle Eastern regimes such as Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, United Arab Emirates. On the other hand, she also voted for Brexit. On the other hand, you've got Darren Jones, the Labour candidate. Younger, he's 30, he's a consumer rights lawyer, very, very pro-European, and a vegan. These are quite distinct individuals representing quite distinct ideas of how to run things. But a lot of that isn't really coming through. And in this bellwether seat, it's really going to be important how the message gets out there and who connects with the voters.